Okay. Gonna go to the beach today. Hang out solo dolo. I need to get some vitamin D in my life. It's been muggy and rainy here for a while. I have a couple things that I put in my little notes that came to me this past week that I haven't talked about. Schmuck being one of them, and believing the delusion. And that came to me, I don't know, a few days ago. It's like when I pick up on certain things, the illusions, the tactics, I'm so used to it at this point. It just more is frustrating to me, not the fact that I'm walking through it, because it's just like, okay, whatever. But more or less on this side of just recognizing that it is so frustrating to me to be surrounded by people or walk amongst people that choose with their free will to pour out different illusions and tactics and scenarios that are not becoming. They're not becoming. And it's creating more issues within the scenario that it is, because it's not getting to me the way that it's designed to. And so it creates issues within, whether it's the business that I work at, whether it's friend groups, whether it's with my son, whether it's with my family, whether it's with all these different things. It creates more issues than what it's worth, really. And that's what's frustrating to me, because it's just like, golly, what are we doing here, right? And it's just, I get frustrated because it's like, when people claim to be upstanding citizens, okay, and they claim to carry a devout, faithful relationship with religion and God and our church going and all of these different factors, and this is what they pour out into the world. But you can see behind those lenses based off the illusions and the tactics, okay? And so you know all these things on this side, but you see all these things on this side. It's like, golly, you're just acting like a schmuck right now, you know? And I say that with a humble heart, because I don't want people to have to do these things. I don't want them to. I wish we didn't land here today where we are having to do these things in all different areas of this world. And creating all these different things within the news and propaganda and things to talk about, false flags, all these different areas, just to gain the public's fear of taking them away from the reality that the truth is just right, smacking us right in front of our face. That all dots are pretty connecting. And it just is what it is. We've been ran in by very unique evil people that are associated with very unique things and believe very unique things and worship very unique things, okay? We all know that pretty blatantly, clearly, all right? And it kind of is what it is at this point. They're going to continue the madness. They're going to continue doing what they're doing. There's no shortage of that. But you have the power within yourself to decide what line on it you are on, what side of it, right? And you have the determining factor whether you're going to partake in it or not. And you know the truth in what's right and wrong, right? God is not going to judge them because of things that you did, whether you were coerced or blackmailed into doing it. Do you understand? He's going to judge you on your actions, right? Because when you get met with money, you get met with coercion, you get met with blackmail, there's always a way out. There truly is. Especially if you're on the side of truth, especially if you're on the side of accountability and recognizing the part you played in it. there's just a way around this whole scenario. I can see it so clearly because, well, I made it through. Battle bruise and scars to show, that's for sure, but I did. Without selling my soul, without taking the bait, without letting them tear me down, no matter what they said in the back, no matter what smear campaigns and humiliation they poured out there, no matter what lies they told. It's all just water under the bridge at this point. You know, people are going to say really harsh things. People are going to do really harsh things because they don't want to look in the mirror. But you have to recognize what part you play in it, you know? And so it's one of those things because we're moving into an era right now where it's going to be very easily shown, no matter how much you try to hide it. No matter how much you try to hide it. And no matter who you are. Whether you're somebody that lives on the streets or somebody all the way at the tippity top. It's your character. It's your character. It's your integrity. It's your honorability. It's your ability to take accountability. It's your ability to show humility and humbleness and recognizing that you are not right. You made some crappy decisions, but this is what you won't do to try to change the forward trajectory. People take that type of honesty and they resonate with it. They want that. They yearn for that. People yearn for honesty, truthfully. Truthfully, that's all people want is honesty, transparency. I know for me, that's all I yearn for my entire life, really. Especially waking up to there's just so many different moving pieces in your life that's been a lie. Yeah, just want a little bit of an honesty. Even if it's a hard, honest truth, I'll take it. I'll take it. All day, every day, baby. I prefer that. Just tell me the truth. Believing the delusion. Yeah, you get so hard up in the scenario that you're living through, whatever that looks like for you, that you start believing your own delusion. I have to find the sweet spot within my world to do that too, to where I don't cross over to believing my own delusion, really, when it comes to what I walk through every day, and honing in on my discernment and my intuition and not allowing the delusion that's surrounded by me, because there's been so many different moving parts that's been created for me to go this way, think this delusion, to where I respond to this delusion this way. And it's learning how to see between the delusions of what is a delusion and what is real. And so that's been very hard for me, because there's so much psychological warfare at play right now, spiritual warfare at play. There has been in my life for many, many years, with false realities, fake love, fake friendships, all these different variables. And so it's been very, very difficult for me in reference to seeing between the lines of the delusion. And I always try to hone in on what I know to be real within myself and my actions, whether that's past, present, and future, and understanding where I was aligned with in that moment, in that experience, and the part I played in it, to where I own and have a true understanding of the delusion and what part I played in it. And I hope that makes sense, but that's just true in how I try to move and operate through everything, because there's a lot of delusion out there, even my own sometimes, and I'm like, ooh, I might be taking this a little too far. And just recognizing how deep it is, in trying not to allow it to get to my head in reference to the antics, and the coordinated events, and just understanding the reality and what's at play here, and how big of a purpose it is, and how the true way for me to walk through it is just being myself and holding the line of integrity, honesty, accountability, transparency, humbleness, humility, unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, spreading, love and awareness, and advocating throughout the whole entire purpose of it, and trying to show the lens to all different areas of it, to where there's not just always one-sided looking at it, because the one-sided goggles is what's landed us where we're at right now, and we've got to change that in order for the trajectory